Welcome back to the Whiskey Wise Man.
All right.
Whoop, whoop. We got Joe and Money Mike here, and we've got something special here. We've got two Stagg.
These are some of my favorites, bro.
Juniors.
Well, not juniors.
I guess they're
theoretically.
now they're just Staggs.
Oh, because they distinguish it from like GTS or George T.
Well, the pre, what year? We don't know this.
Pre-batch 18, I think.
Yeah, pre-batch 18. Well, batch 18.
Wait, is 18
less,
2018?
Yes.
No, it's
I don't know. That's a John department.
I think it's 2020
or 21 or something.
21 maybe.
It's like early 20s.
Maybe
yeah, I think
20
so.
or 21 was the last batch 18.
They will say junior here on the last G. It'll say junior in between there. That's batch 18 or prior, right?
Yes, correct.
Past that, they start doing the A, B, C, and D.
Yeah.
So if you look at the bottom here, it'll say the year. So these in particular are 23C is this one, and 23D. So it'll be 23 is the year, so 23 will have A, B, C, and D, and then 22, 21.
Yeah, so I think every year, depending on how Buffalo Trace wanted to roll them out, they're not always 4 releases. Sometimes there's 2, sometimes there's 3.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think in 20, is this 23 you said?
The 23, this is, 24.
24.
This is 24C and D.
Yeah, so at least 4 releases in 24, and I think 25 may only be 2, because I've only seen maybe an A and one other one. So
well, we're in 25, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I've only seen 2 releases this year.
And we're towards the end.
Y'all know who George T. Stagg is, right?
Well, tell us, Joe.
He's the one who built Buffalo Trace.
What?
Yeah, he was before E.H. Taylor. Colonel. Or Colonel. John. E.H. Taylor.
Colonel.
But yes, George T. Stagg is who we can attribute all of the deliciousness that comes with Buffalo Trace.
Oh, man.
Unless you're John, in which case Buffalo Trace is just really good at marketing.
It is. I mean, they have great marketing. Imagine having a BTAC, which is Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. Imagine having a BTAC George T. Stagg, and then they're like, how can we make even more money? How about let's come out with a squat bottle and let's call it Stagg Jr.
So BTAC includes, let's see, knowledge here, right?
What does BTAC stand for? We'll start with that.
Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. You just
Okay.
So that includes, let me see if I can get these. George T. Stagg.
This is a test.
Thomas H. Handy.
Mm-hmm.
Sazerac 18. Eagle Rare 17. Mm-hmm. I think that's it, but they just added this year.
Nope. You
forgot.
forgot.
William LaRue Weller.
There you go.
That's 5. And then this year they added, didn't they add E.H. Taylor? Bottled and Bond.
They did. E.H. Taylor bottle. It's a yellow bottle.
But
it's a yellow.
I don't know if they actually added it, or if this is going to be a special release, or if it's going to be something like the.
I think it was a recurring.
Like every year recurring.
Yeah, the Millennium or whatever.
Am I right though? It's an E.H. Taylor Bottle and Bond.
You're correct.
Yeah, it is an E.H. Taylor. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Look it up.
Yeah.
So this 24C, which is the first one we're having.
Wait! You just jump right. No, you say, "Dang, Joe, good job."
Good job. We're not going to give you any credit, Joe, because you should know this. It's like when you give credit to your kids for something that's like 2 plus 2. It's like,
look,
it's
I'm not
4.
a bourbon executive steward or someone who's been doing this for 25 years.
Yeah.
But okay, good for you, Joe.
Thanks. That's all I needed.
Here's your participation trophy, Joe.
There you go.
So this one here is 24C, the first one we're having, and it's 128.9 proof.
So this is 2024 Batch C.
Yeah, 2024 Batch C or the third.
What's the other one? Batch D?
This is D, yeah.
So there would be A, B, C, D.
This smells
for a year.
awesome.
Oh, yeah. It smells great.
So they're always also high proof, dude.
They are. Like the one I just had a little nip there, and I grew 3 chest hairs.
No, but they don't. I don't feel like they taste high proof. I just know.
Well, this one tastes.
You haven't tasted it yet.
Yep, this one is.
Dude, that tastes so good though.
So delicious, dude, and also no bite.
It does not drink like 128 to me. It drinks like a 10 something, 110.
Yeah, I agree. Like that's the thing I love about Stagg Jr. It's like the one high proof that I don't feel like you notice it's high proof, which is what makes it dangerous. But
it is.
But
and it makes it to where
it's because you can taste the flavor.
For us, there's a threshold. Right? There's the way we look at life is that
Whoa, this is getting deep.
I'm just saying, if you get to a point where you're having a great night and you're like, you know what?
Let's bust out the Stagg Jr.
Let's take it to the next level.
Don't. That's the warning. Is don't.
don't pull out the Stagg Jr.
Yeah.
Because if you do, you will regret it.
I'm going to give you this advice. I don't give a lot of advice on the show, but I'm going to give you guys this. Start with Stagg. That's the advice that I would give you. Never end with Stagg. Always start with Stagg.
Yeah, I have a story with Stagg. So my story with Stagg was you weren't around. Well, you were around, but you're not at my house. It was me and Joe.
I think he was out of town.
Possibly, yeah. Usually when one of us is not around is because we're out of town.
Or Mike has a good bottle that he didn't invite me over for.
Or I definitely invited John over, but I'm pretty sure he was out of town.
Yeah.
So it was me and Joe at my house, and it was it a Stagg pick or something?
Yeah.
Store pick?
I think we were sitting out on the back, and you're like, I got this store pick. You want to open that? And I was like, nah, you should leave that closed. And you were like, nah, I'm going to open it.
Yeah. And we opened it, and we drank it, and we drank probably half the bottle, 3/4 of the bottle.
I don't know that we even drank that much.
It was...
I know we had
that bottle's like way down here now.
Yeah, okay.
So it was just me and him, and it was great. It was a Golden Ox, which is store in a
I was like, that's awesome.
It was like these are amazing. That pick was even more amazing.
Golden Ox, where I got that orphan barrel for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing, if you ever get a chance, speaking of what Mike just said there, if you ever get a chance to get a Stagg barrel pick from a private store or anything else, typically, I don't know that I've had a bad one, but they are elevated.
My first Stagg was a store pick from Kenny's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we drank that, and Joe goes home, whatever, and I'm like, man, I'm really feeling this right now.
I feel like when I was at your house, though, you were fine. I was fine.
My wife said the same thing. She's like, you never, you're always fine. But in my head, I was not fine. I sat on the couch, and all I remember is this, Joe. I sat on the couch, and I was petting my 2 labs. I have 2 Labrador retrievers, awesome dogs. And I was petting them both, and all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? I'm a little hungry. And I go to the pantry, and I grab a big bag of Cheetos Puffs. And I am just sitting in my couch.
I'm gone at this point. So
he's gone. He's home. He probably crawled home.
I was asleep.
And I am eating like fistful Cheetos Puffs, petting my 2 dogs. I'm probably making them orange at this point. The TV wasn't even on. My wife comes out and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't even know right now." And all I remember was petting my dogs, and like 15 minutes later, I was in the bathroom. And Stagg came all out, but it was a good night. But
I had a great time, and I feel like every story that we have that ends like that, if we look at each other, we're like, "What was the last thing you drank?" The answer is always Stagg. Always Stagg.
Always Stagg.
That's what I'm saying. The moral of the story is drink Stagg first. Never last.
Yeah. Or second.
Because it's like a sleeper. It like sneaks up on you.
Dude, it is so good. You want to keep drinking it, and you keep drinking it, and you're like, boom.
Well, what happens is you're already having a great time, right? You're having a good night. We're hanging out.
So good, dude.
With great friends, great conversation. And then you're like, oh, man, this Stagg is, like, amazing. And then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, do you want another pour? Yeah, I'll take another pour. And then what you don't realize, it's like that's the gateway to hell.
No, but also because it's so much better than everything else you've had that night, usually.
It is.
And it's not to say anything we've had is bad, but it's like it's so elevated that you're like, I want another pour of that.
Well, you know what's crazy is that Stagg Jr. as well as Stagg Sr., the dad, is the same mash bill as guess what?
Buffalo Trace.
Yes, but what else?
Colonel, single barrel.
Yes. What else? John's worst.
Uh-oh.
What's his worst Eagle?
It's Eagle Rare.
I messed it up.
It's the same as Eagle Rare.
Yeah. Eagle Rare. It's the same mash bill as Eagle Rare. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Because it tastes like insanely different.
What's in Weller? Is it just Weller and
Weller is
LaRue?
Weller is Weeder.
What else is in there?
So Weller is the weeded mash bill, which is mash bill 3.
Because they're all weeded. Yeah.
All the Wellers, the William LaRue, the Pappy 10 or the Rip 10.
Okay.
The Lot B is also a weeder, which is the 12-year Pappy. And then the 15, the 20, and the 23 Pappies. Those are all.
So all the Pappies,
basically,
okay.
yeah. But this shares the mash bill with regular Buffalo Trace, E.H. Taylor Small Batch, with the Bowmans, Isaac Bowman, all those. Yeah. Stagg Jr., Stagg Sr.
Wait, the Bowmans are all weeded? Oh no, they share a mash bill with GT.
Mash bill 1, which is the same mash bill as Benchmarks.
Which actually Benchmarks were surprisingly good.
They were.
Yes, 100%.
Yep.
And Eagle Rare, both are Eagle Rares. So like the 10, the 12, and the 7.
That makes sense, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. This tastes totally different than all of those.
So much better.
In my opinion.
It is.
Well, because I think they're higher in the rickhouse, and also just they don't proof them down, and they're aged longer.
Yeah,
it's just totally different.
Well, we'd like to hear your feedback. I mean, have you comparatively, had a setup where you had a Stagg Jr. against a George T, or, do you like Stagg?
I actually like Stagg Jr. more than GTS. George T. Stagg.
I mean,
I don't know why, but
I think that's crazy.
I just can't believe you admitted it on here on the podcast.
I mean, look, everybody on the podcast knows I don't have any good taste profiles, but
these are delicious. But the GTS, in my opinion, does have a little bit more.
I think Stagg. I mean, maybe it's I've had more Stagg Juniors than I've had because I've only had a couple of GTS.
Yeah,
but I think George T. Stagg is just. And maybe it's because it feels more accessible. Like, I have multiple bottles of Junior, right? Like, so I can just open them.
This is more accessible. MSRP on this is what, $80, $79?
Yeah. I just don't feel like the difference between Stagg Jr. and George T. Stagg justifies how different they taste.
The price, you mean?
Yeah, like the difference in price and how hard they are to come by.
I think it's dependent on the year. I think is the biggest one. So there is some older George T. Stagg that are just like phenomenal.
Yeah.
There's a hazmat George T. that's out there. I forget how old it is. Like in the mid teens of 2000.
Like 18 or 16
it's like a
or
140
17.
something. And drinks like a 120.
Yeah.
I mean,
like to give you a comparison, like when I think about Sazerac, just the regular Sazerac that you can buy, compared to like Handy or Sazerac 18, the difference justifies the difference in price because the quality is so much greater.
It is.
And with George T, I don't feel like that's the case relative to Stagg.
Like you'd rather drink this than
I'd be fine. Yeah, it's I don't feel like it's like I want to pay 5 times that price.
Yeah, so I think this is a lesson for Buffalo Trace, is that if you're going to come out with something like George T. Stagg, don't come out with a Stagg Jr. Like it's like. I don't know. The way I look at it is that it almost diminishes the brand a little bit. Not a lot.
The Stagg brand.
The Stagg brand.
You think they should have just stuck with George T?
Yes.
I think they should have stuck with George T.
No way, man. I totally disagree with you on that. Thank you, Buffalo Trace.
Yes. Well, no. Listen, you are the voice of the common man, Joe. And
I'm a common. Hey, y'all. If you know one thing about me, I'm a cheapo. But trust me, if you find one of these bottles at MSRP, definitely pick it up. But even if you find it at twice MSRP, I still think it's worth it.
You won't find it at MSRP.
I found it at Walmart for $69.99 one time.
Oh, that's I mean, count your blessings there.
Yeah.
I've never seen it for $60.
I knew a guy.
Yeah, I've the cheapest I've ever seen these bottles is $150. Cheapest.
Right, but that's worth it though.
100%.
Yeah.
If you see it for that price.
Agreed.
And if you see a GTS, it's gonna be like $500 minimum. Probably
Yeah.
Well, when I see Stagg bottles like this, it kind of makes me think it's just like when they make all the Superman movies. It's like if I want to watch the real Superman, I'm going to watch the real Clark Kent back in the day. But now they come out with Stagg Jr. and now I get stuck with whoever that new guy is. What's his name? Nobody even knows his name.
I don't know.
I hated that new Superman movie, bro. Like I thought it was terrible.
I thought it was okay.
That little super dog, that was stupid, man.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know that I like the Superman, but I think Lex Luthor was probably the best.
Lex Luthor was definitely the best Lex Luthor. I agree with that.
Yeah, he was. I mean, don't get me wrong. Gene Hackman was awesome in Lex Luthor back in the day.
I mean, I didn't even know Gene Hackman ever played Lex Luthor, but anyways.
Well, yeah, maybe there's going to be a fact check there, and I may check. Give me a little.
But I will say, is it bad
there.
if you like the Joker movies more than the Batman movies? Because I don't root for the Joker by all means, but
I mean,
I think the movies are better.
I like the OG Batmans more than the newer ones.
I mean, The Dark Knight was good, dude.
Okay, yeah. Just so I said that, so Gene Hackman did play Lex Luthor, in Superman the movie.
Did he shave his head and everything? Do you have a picture of that?
That's in 1978, John.
And Superman 4.
We weren't even born yet, bro.
Well, I'm just saying, those are the best Supermans that were...
I look at her phone and it says 1978. That is way too old, John. We weren't even born yet, bro.
Listen, I was a twinkle in somebody's eye. You know?
He was.
I knew it was a long time ago because the screen was contrast black and white, so he could see it.
It wasn't even in Technicolor back then.
Oh, man.
Dude.
Listen, we have really started to rev up.
Oh, my God.
I remember.
We started to rev
You heard
up
us talking about Stagg Jr.
Oh, it
and he's
turned
like,
up. Yeah, he got all wild back there.
Yeah, we're about to rev up the renovations here.
Hey, remember last time
Joey?
he was working on that and you invited him in? You're like, come take a look at our podcast studio.
Yeah, so the guy behind our studio, he works on cars and high-powered race cars, and from time to time, he turns them on, and it literally some of the bottles come off the shelf.
Yeah.
High
Can I bang
horsepower
on your
stuff.
wall? Just to be like,
Nah, he's a really nice guy, so we can't
right.
get mad at him for that.
all right.
Yeah.
Or-
Good
so, dude, that thing is crazy.
Mike's like, now we can be mad.
I'm like, that thing is crazy, dude. Like, I mean, do we still want to talk about movies or we talk about cars?
Race car movies.
Can we talk about race car movies?
No, talk about cars. I don't know much about cars.
We can
I
talk
know
about
you're
race car
into
movies.
them, Mike.
We can talk about the Fast and Furious.
Ooh,
We can
the originals were good.
Listen,
like the
man,
originals.
you don't even want to get me started with the Fast and Furious.
You didn't like
stuff. I loved it. The first Fast and the Furious movie came out when I was in high school. And
Yeah,
I
me
was-
too.
and
We're all the same age, Mike.
and I was huge into cars, still am. And the first Fast and the Furious movie came out, and I actually had my car. Do you ever see the AMC theater in Disney, downtown Disney?
Yeah.
My car, I had a Mitsubishi Eclipse, which is one of the main cars in the movie. My car was in the showroom, like in the main room of the, like as a show car.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Talk about one of the good memories, man.
I have a Fast and Furious story from when I was
Did
in
you have
high
a
school.
Honda Civic, Joe?
No, my wife had a Honda Prelude, but I have a story about this though. So because it's Fast and Furious days.
Yeah.
So the first car that I bought when I was in high school, and it was a Ford Focus, but it had been like, yeah, exactly. But it was from somebody who probably was a friend of yours who had done like rims and like a big exhaust,
yeah.
all the stuff, right?
Big muffler.
So and it was a stick shift, which was awesome. So I was super excited about this, right? So I get this car, and you're young and you're stupid, and my wife, because we were high school sweethearts at the time, was working at Blockbuster, which doesn't exist, yeah. And so I go down. Remember they used to have like valve stem covers for your
that
tire?
like light up.
That light
Light
up,
up.
yeah. So I go to Best Buy. I pick up these valve stem covers. I get the valve stem covers lights that go on your tires. So I'm driving around, and I'm thinking like, oh, dude, I'm so cool, like stick shift. I go pick her up like for dinner during her shift for her break. And then I go back. I drop her off at Blockbuster, right? She gets out of the car. She walks in the Blockbuster. All of a sudden, I'm sitting in the parking lot. All of a sudden, whoop, red and blue lights all behind me, right? I'm like, what's going on,
It was Dominic Toretto.
Yeah. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, I wasn't even speeding, This was here, like, locally. And so, I'm like, honestly, when I was in high school, I got pulled over all the time. I got tickets like for speeding all the time.
Dang, that's not like him.
Yeah, but I was like, I wasn't speeding.
Yeah,
So this is
he
weird.
was a rebel back then.
So the cop comes up to my car. He's like, and I was like, yeah, well, license, registration, all that crap. And then he does it. He runs it. He comes back and he goes, I pulled you over. And I was like, no. And I'm thinking it's speeding. You know what it was? He goes, impersonating a police officer because the lights were red and blue, like the valve stem covers.
Oh.
He's like impersonating a police officer, and in my head I was like, well, that's kind of dumb because it's not like it's like on top of my car. He goes, I kid you not, he goes, I can take you to jail right now, put you in handcuffs, put you back in my car, take you to jail.
What?
And I was like, obviously I'm like a teenager,
freaking
so
out,
I'm
yeah.
freaking out, dude. Like, because I bought these at Best Buy. It wasn't like, it didn't say on the package, could be illegal,
like outdoor use only.
Yeah, because even
whatever.
like what the radar detectors will tell you that like in some states they're illegal. So I'm just thinking like, oh my God, like I just bought these $20, valve stem cover, which $20 at that time, I'm working minimum wage. Yeah. So then he goes, get out. He goes, get out of your car right now.
Dang.
After he tells me this.
For real?
Yeah. So I get out of my car.
They put you in cuffs?
I'm shaking, right? He goes, you have a cell phone? Yeah. Call your mom or your dad. So I was like, okay. And so now I'm thinking in my head, like, oh, dang. So I call my mom. He's like, hey, Mom. And he's like, give me the phone. And he takes the phone and he's like, your child is out here impersonating police officers. Like, there's predators that do that out here. I could take him to jail right now. This is a felony offense.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I'm just like standing there like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what he's going to do.
He's crapping his pants.
Yeah. so blah, blah, blah. He goes off on her, whatever. I don't know what she said. And he hangs up and he goes, well, you're a lucky boy. Like, I could take you to jail right now. He's like, but, your mom says you're going to have it when you get home, blah, 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 all this stuff. So I was just like, okay. He's like, it's probably worse that I'm sending you home instead of taking you to jail after what your mom just said. Mind you, my mom, her dad was a cop, like, when she was a kid. Yeah. So I'm just thinking, like, I don't know what she said. So he lets me go. I leave. I go home. I walk in, like, just completely terrified, right? Mm-hmm. I walk in. I think I was in tears, to be honest. Like, I think I was like, oh, my God, like, I can't believe. So I walk in. My mom's sitting there on the couch. She looks at me. And I was like, she's like, what happened? And I, like, tell her the story. And she's like, don't even worry about it. Like, she was super cool about it, but I didn't know, Mm-hmm. And she thought it was so stupid the way they overreacted. And I was like, at that point, obviously you're relieved, right? Because you're like, all right, nothing happened. But I was like, I did think, and she agreed. I was like, like they shouldn't sell those in the store without some sort of warning if that could happen, especially to kids, because it was like Fast and the Furious times. Everybody had those, Well,
there was a time that, you can do like low glows and all those kind of lights on your car.
Like the lights underneath and stuff too.
Yeah, right? and it would be fine. But yeah, but I love the Fast and Furious days, man.
Dude,
and
they were awesome.
And the movies, I want to say, as a car guy, the movies were awesome.
That car was the only car that that had sad to me that I got rid of. Not because it was like a prized possession, but it was like I loved driving that car. It was fun. Mm-hmm. I just loved it. I loved it.
You know what's funny? You guys are sitting up here talking about how awesome your cars were and this and that. I was driving a 97 S10, two-wheel drive.
Everybody had an S10.
Little pickup.
So D is better than C.
I haven't had D yet.
We just transitioned to 24D.
7.
What does that mean?
It's like.
Why are you asking me? I'm not 8.
Okay, I'll answer this. Since I'm the youngest, I'm not the youngest. I'm actually the oldest. But I'll answer this. So I asked my son this, right? He's 16. I was like, what's up with this 6-7 thing? Yeah. And it's like, oh, it's a mid thing. And I'm like, a mid thing.
A what? A mid thing?
Mid, like M-I-D.
Mid? M-I-D?
Like middle. Right?
Mid?
And I'm like, it's a mid. He says it's a mid thing. So it's like middle. So they consider mid middle, right? Yeah. And it's like 6-7. It's like
a lot of teachers are banning it in classrooms.
I know exactly.
I thought it was like what's up? Remember that?
Yeah, remember
that?
No,
it's not that.
What's up?
It's definitely not a WhatsApp. It's not a WhatsApp thing.
Well, here
it's a mid thing. So it's like
you're middle of the road, like 6-7.
Like, exactly. Okay. So it's like everything's like 6-7. It's like middle, like average.
Here's a great story that I literally LOL'd for all.
Yep. He just said LOL.
Did he say LOL?
He just said LOL.
So my 8-year-old comes home, right, and he's like, "Yeah, my teacher said we're not allowed to say 6-7 anymore," and we had been laughing about it or whatever. I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And he goes, "But you know what?" He's like, "So I turned to her and I'm like, okay, that's fine." He's like, "Am I allowed to say like 7-6?" I was like, "High five, bro."
What?
It's awesome.
I'm sure the teacher was like, no.
She's like, "You shut your smart mouth, kid." But I thought, as a parent, I would love to have that teacher-parent conference when she's like, "I said they can't say 6-7 anymore, but you know what he said to me? What? Can I say 7-6?" Dap.
She's like, "No, but good try."
That's right. Well, I heard, and I don't know if this is true, but I heard the new one is 41. That's what they told me.
What is that? 41.
They said 41.
We're too old for that, guys.
They're like 6-7, 41.
But what's 41 mean?
I don't know. My oldest was like in middle school. He's like, "Well, anytime my math teacher, if the solution to the problem is 6-7, she goes, go ahead and say it, everybody," and everybody will start laughing. So yeah, I think 6-7. I'm hearing it's going out of fashion because those teachers just won't have it no more. You guys think D is better than C?
I think C is better than D.
Really? What do you think, John?
I don't know. I think they're both.
You're the
pretty good.
tiebreaker. I mean, look, we've drank more D than we have. See?
I do think D's better.
I will say
Oh, man.
the store picks are always the best. These aren't not these the store picks.
No,
Yeah.
they're not. No.
Like
But I will
the
tell
store
you-
picks, I will tell you right now. And John, as you know, he always tells me something's a good deal, even when it is not. But I have paid like 50 to 100 over MSRP or even like regular price for Stagg Jr. And I will agree with you with store picks.
Yeah.
It's 100% worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will tell you the earlier Stagg picks the earlier Stagg batches like 22B, 22 I think it was a 22B and C.
When did it come out?
22B is awesome.
When did
It
Stagg
was,
Jr. come out?
I don't know.
What?
I'm gonna look it up. Go ahead, John.
He said what?
Yeah.
Look it up, but I want to say it's like 2015. Let's take a guess. I want to say
No,
2015.
No, it's before that. I want to say it was like 2010.
I say 15.
2009, 2010. What does it say, Joe?
Whoever loses got to chug this.
Dang.
What?
John's like, hell no, I'm not going
You
to
guys
chug
are both wrong.
What
Like
is it?
way wrong?
Way wrong.
What is it?
Bro.
2005?
2013.
Oh,
He was close. He said 15.
I'm not that far off. Damn, Joe.
Right, you said 2015?
Hey, you're only about 6-7 off.
What? You need to go back to math class
Oh, man.
because that's not even close. But I still say C is better than D. You guys say D, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like D a little better. But on
I
that,
do like the taste of
yeah.
D.
But on that note, Buffalo Trace, great job on the Stagg lineup. And
You know what? I do get confused, though, because people will be like, oh, have you had Stagg? And I remember when I first started out, I was like, do you mean George T. Stagg or like Stagg Jr.? But I do think when people say Stagg, they mean Stagg Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Usually
if you're
the-
talking about George T., you're like George T. or GTS.
They'll say GTS.
Well, and
yeah.
I think it's been out so long now that that's why the Junior was able to fall off, is that they just say, hey, if you had Stagg,
Stagg,
just like
yeah.
you said.
Yeah.
And anybody that's in the bourbon world, hey, if you had GTS, and it's going to be
Or George T. A lot
or
of people
George
say
T.
George
Yeah,
T.
if you had George T. And I think that's the
Or like when people make jokes about WLW in the vault.
yeah.
You like that, Mike? When
I don't
someone
like
said,
that.
"Oh, the vault had WLW," and I said,
I
"Yeah, I
don't
bought
like
two."
that.
I
Because-
will say a negative shout out to ABC Vault. You got
Negative shot minus rating.
Yeah, minus rate. You guys need to get your stuff together, man. Because
100%.
If you're going to do this online releases and you're going to try to give the opportunity for people to get good bottles and do it, make sure your IT department actually knows what they're doing. And
And also as an addendum to that, same goes for Russell's when you guys
Yes.
release Rickhouse or 15 or 13, because your website crashes every time.
every time.
Every
it's
time.
like, there's a part of me that's like, they're like, oh, well, we wouldn't expecting the participation.
Why?
Why not? Because you're literally selling an allocated limited bottle. You should be better.
And why would I want to wait in line overnight at a store when I could just buy it online?
They should know better. They
Yeah.
know better. I
Yeah,
think that's
it-
just an excuse.
It is. It's like be better, do better, but at the same time, I understand what you're doing. You're trying to keep a craze going on for something that is pretty good, but do better.
Also,
That's all I'm
Russell's,
saying.
we
Yeah.
like you more than Buffalo Trace, so if you have one of those Rick Houses from Camp
Yes.
Nelson, you can just
Yeah,
send it our way.
Yeah, I mean, listen, hey, this Stagg
new
is
one.
garbage compared to Russell's Reserve.
Yeah, we're turkey guys. So
Yeah.
I mean, this is very good though.
It is good.
I gotta
is
admit,
good.
it's very
Yeah, there's
good.
a lot of people that's going to be like,
It's so good that Mike finished. Oh, no, you didn't finish yours yet.
Almost there.
Yeah.
I'm almost there, too. I got a wide mouth on the penelope here.
Penelope.
He's got the
Oh, the
Pinot
Penelope
blend.
glass. I do like those Glens, though. Those
I do.
Glens are cool.
Yeah, they're super cool. But with that said, great, great cast here with the Stagg.
These are solid bottles, guys.
Yep,
Solid.
24 C and D, and we had good time with them. We prefer mixed reviews on both, but I think the D wins out.
100%.
2 out of 1.
Yep, 2-1.
Or 2 to 1. Sorry.
Yep, 2-1. Always good with these guys. Thanks, Mike, Joe. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Ooh, right.